Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Evangeline, and here I see makeup as something magical, transformative, powerful, and above all fun. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, definitely consider subscribing. Now today I'm continuing on in my series where I'm trying out all the color season palettes. I just finished autumn yesterday, so I went through the 3 sub-seasons of autumn, so all warm tones, and now we're leaning in to winter. Excuse the autumn nails still going on here, but I've got some silver diamondy earrings to honor this season. I know I'm not a winter. I'm definitely not a winter. It's really defined by having a lot more contrast and clarity in one's features, and I know I'm a bit more of a muted gal. That being said, I do love a lot of these tones. I used to shy away from cool tones, or at least think I didn't like them, but then I realized so many colors I like to wear with makeup are cool tone, like mauves and berries. I love those. So I'm actually really excited. I was thinking I was intimidated for this, but no, I'm excited. So going into the 3 sub-seasons of winter, we have true winter right in the middle, and then bright winter and dark winter. So when I was looking into these, I was like, they seem very similar to me. I was like, what is the difference? They are very similar in that there's a lot of vibrancy and clarity. We can finally rock whites and blacks, yay, because I think everyone looks good in black. But there's some subtle differences. True winter, the focus is more on those cool tones. The bright winter, think like Katy Perry or Megan Fox, going a little bit more vibrant and bright. And then dark winter, just a little darker or moodier. So I'm just gonna start with true winter. And when I was looking into this, I kept thinking of Liv Tyler, in particular Liv Tyler as Arwen. And she is a vibe. She's a vibe for sure. I called that she was wearing Clinique Black Honey well before it became public knowledge. And I think you can really lean into sort of this mystical energy with this season, especially this sub-season. So I think that's what I'm gonna do today. I'm taking inspo from 2 different looks and kind of melding them together. The first one is Liv Tyler in this photo I saw on social media, and I was like, oh God, I love this whole look. I love the vibe. I love the hair. So leaning into that, kind of the berry lip and matte eyes. However, then Bronte Marie, who's a TikToker, makeup artist, TikToker, who I love. She's amazing. Anyway, she then did a tutorial on this look, and I was like, oh my gosh, they're both so icy and beautiful. So I'm gonna kind of marry the 2, add a little bit of shimmer over that matteness, and yeah, see how it goes for me. Being definitely not a winter gal, but we'll see what we can do here. I'm gonna get into it. I have foundation on, and that's it. I haven't yet done my brows or concealer. I'm gonna start with a contour. My favorite contour wand from Anastasia. We're not using bronzer through the winter seasons. Nay. Sometimes, I don't know, I always have this feeling like I need to wear bronzer. But why? No, sometimes a look just calls for contour or just blush. God, I kind of just went ahead and did a chin strap there. Let's hope I can blend this out nicely. It should also be noted that there's a lot of Caucasian references on a lot of these color seasons. Luckily that's changing, but the winters, I think a lot of people think you have to have this really fair skin and dark hair, dark eyes, or super blue eyes. However, no, you have to think back again to that contrast that happens, and that can happen between even teeth and eyes. If you put a photo in black and white, how much contrast are you seeing between things? Is it all kind of a mesh of tones, or is there some real contrast happening there? So yeah, anyway, do note that there are many examples of people of all skin tones throughout the seasons and sub-seasons. So yeah, I'm just gonna put the contour like here, you know. I don't have a cool toned foundation or a warm toned foundation actually, so I only have neutral. I think I'm neutral anyway, so I think that'll help lean into all the different kinds of seasons. But so just starting to shape out the face. It looks a little dirty right now because I don't have my concealer and blush on yet. So I think I'm gonna do the concealer next. I'm gonna lean into a brightening concealer for this, just to create more clarity and brightness in my complexion, which, as I said, is definitely muted to some degree anyway. So I'm just putting it where I want to bring the face forward a little bit on the eyelids, tiny bit. I once looked like this about a week or two ago, and my partner walked in and lulled. It's like, do you not understand what happens with the makeup process? I do this every day. So just using a foundation brush to blend this mostly. I have said before, the purpose of this series is to show that I think most people can be very flexible with the colors they use. And it's also sort of finding out how and why. And I think foundation plays a huge role in it. When you just like get rid of all those dark circles and redness that the colors are meant to mitigate, then, you know, you're halfway there to being able to play with different colors. But what I learned from the dark autumn season was that if I'm like rocking like a high contrast look, I can't, I'll be overwhelmed by it being with the eyes and the lips. So one or the other for me, personally, for my personal taste. So just blending this out. I got this little complexion pencil from Cheekbone Beauty, which is rather new to me, but I'm finding it can be handy for like when you need a very precise coverage, like one zit that needs just like a really precise little boop to it. It's proving itself really handy for that. I kind of bought it hoping it would be like a good highlighter right under the brow bone, but it's not quite bright enough for that. So I think I might be using it more for like precise coverage. And yeah, Cheekbone Beauty is a really great brand to support, Indigenous owned, I believe Canadian as well. Back in the autumn series, for the most part, I tinted my brows with eyeshadow Auburn, but I'm going to lean into the natural tone, which is taupe, because I am naturally blonde. Anyway, Urban Decay sent over these new brow products, which I've used a couple times, and I was quite impressed with. So I'm going to use two of them. There's the Brow Blade, which is really cool in that there's a pencil on one end and then like a pen on the other. And I like that because I'm never fully committed to the whole pen aspect alone. I find I can really mess up the strokes and everything. So I like that you can just flip it over and add just like a couple of those more precise strokes. But I think I'll use the Big Bush Brow first, just to fill the brow and shape it. Or tint it a little bit. Liv Tyler in that look has very, very thin 90s, early aughts brows, which honestly I do like the look of, but I can't commit to the plucking. It's just like the brows just grow in so fast and you have so many little randos. Okay, now I'm going to go into the pencil side of this product. So I like to use the pen part for just the very end. It's good to see Urban Decay coming out with some kind of newer products again. I feel like they got stuck in a rut a little bit with the whole naked palettes, which are great palettes, but I don't know, it's like people in the beauty community started to make fun of them in a way. But I don't know, I've always found them a reliable brand. This concealer I've repurchased And then the pen. Been finding myself lately torn between whether I want to sort of keep the brows condensed or really add that extension there. I don't know. Today, here's where we landed. So, yay, blush. It's very, very needed at this point in time. Going in with this lip and cheek tint from Milk in the shade Quickie. Looks quite dark, but it's a nice sort of sheer, balmy formula of that berry tone I'm looking for. So I'll just go right onto the brush and start building it up slowly. I'm thinking cold girl vibes, being unafraid to really go in with this. It's like a berry tone on a winter will look kind of more natural. But berry blushes are actually my favorite tone of blush. I think because it just stands out so much and it kind of looks like, the cold girl effect. Using my foundation brush to buff over that. I also read that the winter season can sort of lean into that dewy finish, so I think that this blush is the right choice for that. And I'm also going to go in with a cream highlighter. This is from Rituel de Fille. It's Ice Bow. This is going to have a bit more of that wet look. Yes, think of ice. Think of snow. I mean, I think I'll still set the center of the face. For eyes, I'm going to start off by laying down some mattes. This Strawberry Milkshake palette from Unearthly has this really beautiful like dove gray here, which I used the other day, and I really loved it as like a base to lay over the whole lid. Like it's not too dark. It has a brightening effect while also still having that cool tone to it. So going in with a bigger style of eyeshadow brush and starting at the center of the lid and kind of working my way all around into the inner corner, up to the brow bone. Feels kind of 90s to me. I love this brush for this kind of application. I've actually been searching for a brush like this for a long time. This isn't meant to be a plug, but Spectrum did recently send over this. This is from their collection, the Malachite. And it's the A29. But I've been on the search for like a brush that could kind of handle the whole lid very quickly. Believe it or not, I haven't had one. They're all kind of fluffy if they're bigger. This has some density, like a sponge almost. So anyway, I was happy with that. And I do have an affiliate code down below if you're interested. Kind of have this like icy matte. I don't know why I'm thinking of Tilda Swinton in Narnia vibe, but I am. Now I'm going to start fleshing out the crease. This is from ColourPop. Oh no. Sorry. It's from ColourPop Cloud 9. It arrived with a smashed pan, and what do you know? I opened it and it all fell on. At least it's a towel. Anyway, this is what I'm looking for, like a taupey gray. I want to use that in the crease. Actually, this one, Perfect Day. Or I might go between them, but like something like that, like a gray, sort of mid-tone taupey gray. Bring dimension into it. I'll leave it there for now. I have a couple shimmers to choose from. I might sort of layer it up like in the video that Bronte Marie did. She did quite a few shimmers. So I have one of the ColourPop Super Shock shadows in like a white silver, which I think will really pop. I also have the Fenty Diamond Balm highlighter, which is one of my oldest products. So I might kind of add that. And then I also have the Rare Beauty highlighter in Enlighten, which is a white. So we'll see maybe kind of layering going on. I'll go in first with the ColourPop Super Shock. What was really cool about that look that Bronte sort of based it off of was how much there was like this crease highlight going on. Just something I'm a little nervous about, but I do want to try it out. This isn't quite as shimmery as I thought it would be. Now I'm going to go in with the Rare Beauty highlighter with a pencil brush, going into the inner corner, like tracing it up and following the shape of my crease. You know, the shape of where that indent happens, so that when you look down, it really catches the light. I'll bring it onto the lower lash line a little bit too. Now I'm going to throw some of the Diamond Balm on top. I'm not sure if it's going to make a difference. I think it's going to be something a little more subtle, just like that extra dimension of shimmer. So I'll be a little looser with it, like whoop, 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 you know? I mean, those tones are gorgeous on their own. On me, I don't know. We'll see. It's going to work. It's going to work. I'll definitely turn the lights down at the end for this. It's like, look at the shimmer, look at the shimmer. We got to show it off. But yeah, Bronte, she did a wing, and it seems the look has a wing. And while the Liv Tyler looks a little bit more open and almost 1960s with the lashes, I do think I need a wing because I'm not gonna like how this looks with just all that focus right here. Gonna need to like even it out on the sides. I may have to put a white liner in the waterline just because this is looking so pink in contrast to the white, but we'll do that at the end. Going into the only liner, the liquid liner I'll use, which is from Rituel de Fille. It's a kohl liner. I just use a very thin pencil brush, again, a Spectrum brush, the number 23 from the KJH collab. It's just so malleable, so easy to use, and yeah, I'm going to start on my bad side. This is the side I struggle with more. I think I'll keep it sort of medium skinny, and I think the black liner is like an important contrast to have with it being a winter look. You know, so you can have the different values and the stark sides of the tone. Okay, I'm going to do the other side and be back. So I'm going to put some white liner in the waterline. I finally lost my Annabelle liner that I had had since grade 7. And I used to put it in my waterline, and I'm like, is this okay? Is this all right? And anyway, she disappeared one day. So maybe that was the universe protecting me from an eye infection. This is just a ColourPop white liner. I'm going to do lashes, and sort of considering using these lashes from MAC. I think they're called like the Free Spirit or something. They're kind of like 60s-y in that they're piecey, like boop, boop, boop. Because that will look like the Liv Tyler look. However, I might just opt for my wispy side lashes. We'll see when I get back. It's either going to be this or my usual ones. So I'm going to do that and be back to finish this off with lips. Also, may I say, yay, we're allowed black mascara again in the winter season. In a lot of the other sub-seasons and seasons, they're like, wear brown mascara, da 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 da. And I'm like, come on. Everyone can, not everyone, okay. Most people can wear black mascara just fine. So anyway, permission to go back to black, so yay. Okay, so I did opt for those MAC lashes. The difference is subtle, but they have just a little bit more spike to them, and they're not quite as long as the wispies, which I kind of am here for, since I found a lot of the time the wispy ones like just look a little touch too long on the sides for me. Lips, finish it off. I'm going to do a combo of the Milk blush lip cheek tint I already have on. Going to use Endless Cacao Cool Tone Liner, and then Clinique Black Honey to top it off. So I'm going first with the Milk straight to the lips. When it's on the lips, you can really see that magenta-y tone. That on its own, I feel like doesn't really suit me a whole lot, at least on the lips. However, with the liner and the Black Honey, I think I can kind of like mute it a little bit. I had on a lip gloss earlier that had sparkles in it to hydrate my lips. It was very icy, but now there's just sparkles everywhere. They won't come off. So, Endless Cacao to the rescue. I really do love pairing Endless Cacao with more vibrant shades. Just being sure to kind of blend the two together a little bit. Okay, Clinique Black Honey. This must be like my 8th repurchase of this. Clinique Black Honey is a gorgeous shade. However, if you are suffering from like really chapped lips, it will kind of cling. So I think I'll put a touch more highlighter right here with the powder. Just a touch, so small. Okay, here we are. What do we think? I mean, I'm happy with it. I'm not going to feel weird going out in public with it. Why did I just get like a Texan accent? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty. I almost want to put more blush on, but do I need to? I don't know. Here, I'm gonna put my red hair back, and y'all, okay, apparently I am from Texas today, can kind of see the effect of it on my complexion rather than just my hair. I don't know. I know I'm not a winter, but some of these cool tones are working. Am I a cool tone all this time and I never knew it? I don't know. What do you think? Does this like make my skin look healthy and alive like this silver? Or does it make me look dull? Tell me in the comments down below. No, seriously, because I've always been like really leaning into the warm tones. I do like gold jewelry better for the most part, so I'm not going to change that, but maybe I can get some more silver or sparkliness into my jewelry wardrobe. So yeah, I'm going to turn the lights down so we can see the impact of the shimmers, and yeah, think about what we think. Ooh. Would you look at that? So like shiny, glowy, dewy. Like I said, kind of more ethereal. Feel like an elf. Yeah, this is actually really inspiring to me. I think I'm going to lean into things like this a little bit more often. I've been wanting to shake up my makeup routine for a bit, and yeah, I think I'm going to take some inspo from the winter tones. I'm loving it. Okay, I'm gonna turn the lights up like halfway, just so we have a little bit of that glow, but a little bit more to light up my face. Yeah, so pretty. I'm really happy with this. Come here, Buggy. He's happy with it too. Come here, baby. This boy definitely dark autumn. What do we think? Did the silver on him? It's not harmonious, you know what I mean? Yeah, well, anyway, I'm blabbing away. I'm actually just really happy with this. Let me know in the comments down below your thoughts on, I don't know, the winter color palette. If you think I'm actually cool tones. I don't know how I feel about that. But anyway, yeah, let me know what you think of this look. And yeah, I'm excited to keep delving into the winter seasons. Bright winter and dark winter will be coming up. And subscribe if you're interested in seeing how the rest of this journey goes. Gonna do the spring season after that and then end it with the summers. So yeah, it's gonna be a journey and it's gonna be fun. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Stay witchy, stay bitchy. Have a good week. We say bye, witches.